and I turn away, hoping there is a little flutter in her, like there is in me. And I listen as she speaks. She's calm and clear, easy on the ear. She speaks, and I just want to listen to that voice. And like a prelude to a kiss, there they are, those pretty feet. Does she know, does she know the impact of her presence on a simple man? Oh, like me. Does she know, does she know the impact of her presence on a simple man? Oh, like me. And I see those sparkling eyes, I feel like I can look at them forever. Watching her smile in a way that lights her face, and I know that it's real. It's called The Crush.
That was Mr. Rick Ramos.
Rick Ramos. Kind of been a sad person again all the time. Thank you.
Way to go, Rick.
All right. Sometimes love is a crazy thing. Makes you want to do right.
What's that? Kill him dead. Kill him dead.
I was thinking about my grandson. He just got back from New Mexico with my granddaughter. They had a little spending time out there with their other grandparents, the Irish and Mexican half of our family. And I sent him a little message that I said, Ananias, man, it's so great for you to be back. I know y'all had a great time. Looking forward to seeing you and your sister. Want to stop by and have some great times and everything. And his response was, okay. Very low-key young man. He doesn't say much, which is truly cool because he doesn't like, he's a very attractive young fellow. And a lot of the girls in the class like him, but he tries to play it off like they don't. But I remember on Valentine's, he had a whole bag full of Valentines from girls. I'm like, geez, son. It's good to know it runs in the family. Keeping that tradition, baboon. Our next voice, we're gonna throw in a feminine wine, stuff that I like to drink and sometimes bathe in. In my weird ways. We're gonna bring in Miss Catherine Rhodes.
Catherine Rose, and this is A Walk in My Shadow. Here's a little story about how I've made it this far. I'm wounded and scarred by the temperance card. For I am the angel that walked through hell, still loving and healing without fail. I walked through my shadow and I came out the other side. Healing is like a roller coaster ride. I went all in for my inner child, remembering when she was free and wild, stealing her away from her traumatic battles because inside me she was still shaking and rattled. I stuffed her down to keep moving forward, but she was in prison and pain was her warden. I dug down deep to set her free, and at 38 years old, I started back climbing trees. While she was trapped, I was afraid to climb, but now to stop me from climbing, you had to put up a fight. Now that part of me is no longer in pain, I started back dancing in the rain. Healing's not easy. If it was, everyone would. Inside your shadow, it's like you're stuck for good. This one time I called myself taking a break. My inner teen said that news was fake. Strongest by far, but deep in the shadows with the demons she stayed, she busted out ready to slay. That was the second the empath went dark. My villain error had now been sparked. She took back her power the same way it was took from her, only getting the ones that deserved. Not saying it was right, but karma was served. I still walked in the door ready to heal. I know it's absurd. Still walking around with my heart on my sleeve, finding it harder and harder to still believe. How is my inner teen stronger than me? At 15 years old, she walked right out of hell, and she took every beating without fail. And when it was her turn to step up to the seat, I ain't gonna lie, I just gave her the keys. She was the strongest, but she could see. 2 steps ahead, she could smell your intentions, make it near and look like a new invention. She's the part of me that loved to heal, but cut her once, she went in for the kill. We try to talk her into walking away. We throw them in the graveyard, but they never stay. And I'm only blocking and deleting so many times, and I'm only writing so many rhymes. Now I'm gonna let her have her fun. I gave you several chances to run. When it came to the young adult and me, insecurities as far as the eye could see, she had been through it all and learned to cope, settling with potential as a false sense of hope. Giving more than she had and receiving less, leaving her cup empty and her whole life a mess. When it was her turn, she was gonna do it again. My ability to love is my greatest sin. My inner teen wasn't having it, so she started a battle. We didn't go through all of this just to be treated like cattle. My inner teen was strategic and smart, but the young adult in me, well, she was all heart. The trick was finding balance and healing all parts, and now my shadow lifted and I get a fresh start. This time though, it's all about me and I'm bursting at the seams. I fought way too hard not to chase my dreams. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. You know, in the beginning,
She had a lot of paperwork. Now she's using that other aspect of her recitation style.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Kicking it off in a nice direction. I like that. Recitation is the heart of gay poetry. Day after day. Oh, that's right. It has to be original. And if I'd have said this piece, it would not have been original because it was written by someone else. So I'm not going to say that piece, but I will say this. Moonlight on the moccasin run. And that message reads clear from the diamond-studded waters of Lake Baritone. A promise foretold by prophets are now whispers, and its aromatic breath from wild marsh grass and the water lilies. The exotic dance of fireflies performed in shadows held in the grasp of mist-blue fingers as that symphony of cricket, toad, and nightbird beguile the twisting currents moving through shallows. And lovers cascade silhouettes upon heartbeats that lap a cappella to cuddling shores, where passion has a fragrance of jasmine and the color of smoke blue. Omnipotent are these over the splendid auras and palace of emotions, because here you find the imaginations of lovers and fools, sufficiently cloaked under the spell of a gypsy moon, and they receive the blessings of 1,000 cranes who have reserved that privilege of speaking with God personally. Now that's original. Yeah, it came from an idea of was watching marshy water, and I thought, man, snakes in the summertime. I said, snakes would love that. You just lie there, what like a water moccasin, hiding away, waiting for you to tiptoe through the tulips and everything. Good grief. Girl got that thing looking tall back there. You look at something like, you're like, what the heck? We're gonna bring in our next artist. This gentleman will be doing something special tomorrow night. He will be performing at Art Attack, which is a blessing. Art Attack is one of those places where you get a chance to show off your talents and your understanding in many different ways. So we're very happy that OT's gotten a chance to be around for a while doing his music.
And
I'll be there tomorrow.
he's gonna definitely be
I'll be there to take you out to the
making some good
shore.
noise. As a matter of fact, I told Deuce about it. And I told him, I said, well, Deuce, OT's gonna be at Art Attack. And he said, that's good. And he hates he's gonna miss you, but he's wishing you the best.
No worries.
I'll come check you out, OT.
Test one, test. This is a song I've been working on for a couple weeks. Kind of sounds different every time I play it for some reason. It's called Fight Another Day. Now it's all coming back on you. You found out today. You did what you had to do, and you made your getaway. You brought the truth and you turned it loose. They didn't like it that way. Fight another day. You live to fight another day. Doctors and lawyers and Indian chiefs, they all have their say.
John.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm
Yeah,
down that way
that
myself.
heart attack tomorrow night about 9 o'clock supposedly. What about
I'm gonna check out OT.
25, 27, so. I plan to be down that way, as a matter of fact, but you check me on the other side, I'm doing karaoke. So come on over and sing to your heart's content. We do it at 8:30 start. So, bring another poet. This gentleman just makes things intriguing. We haven't seen him in a while, but that's good. That means I've seen some stuff he's been putting together on his Facebook page with that outer circle. And of course, I had to catch him and Deuce the other day in the studio warming up some biscuits.
So we creating, brother.
Yeah, we had to
I say that.
cooking biscuits. You know, 'cause the man's a chef anyway, so I know his biscuits are tasty. And they were cooking up some good stuff, great ingredients. Let's bring in the madman Shabazz.
Now, me, a little man, and the wise man was at the closing. Little man is like, man, you're 60 years old. You know this is going to take 30 years to pay this off. You're fat, you got high blood pressure, high cholesterol. Don't you know ownership is an illusion? The little man always sits on my left, and the wise man always sits on my right. And I looked at the wise man, and he shrugged his shoulders. What do you want? I said, I just want to be neat, clean, sober, alert, prepared, and on time all the time. And have the type of higher mind that is designed to be aligned with the tide that binds. A sensible example I do find in Jesus. Now, I don't want to be facetious or egregious, but some hypocrites among us trying to teach us. But I'm not here to guide you, just on this journey beside you. If you need a ride, you know I will oblige you. But I will never lie to you. But we're lost in delusion, struggling through confusion, paying the oppressor for something that you yourself should be producing. Ownership is an illusion, producing lacerations and contusions to your mind, body, and soul until the day you grow overhauled. So pardon me while I investigate these dogmatic structures that you propagate. It's time for me to articulate the reason that I had to graduate and move away from self-belief confusion. Understanding that ownership is only an illusion, it is material, whether they're slaves to institutions. They got stuck in Plato's cave and missed the revolution. But there is an intelligible realm beyond the senses, where there are no walls, nor no fences, no reason for lies or false pretenses, and the journey to emptiness finally commences. See, some of y'all not gonna get this, but some of y'all just won't take it. The Buddha called this being awake. Freezy the barber, what's up, man? Look at old look at old look at old bad lady. I don't love me. Your love was amazing. Your love was the fire that blazed me. Your words is the world that did raise me. This is for the hand that molded me, comforted and scolded me. Wow. The story that she told me, witty and bold. Boom, boom, da boom, boom, da boom, 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 bang, boom, bang. The leaves in the trees pull away from cool breeze, because the leaves in the trees know when they've had enough. But we turn our heads because we easily led by something that we're better off ignoring instead. Stuck on stupid chasing lust, no real friends, no one to trust. Skeletons falling out of the closets, we chase ghosts, looking for the next three-corner bullcrap to host. Now they're pouring out liquor for your farewell toast. Laughing behind your back, just another clown to roast. In prison, contemplating, path degrading, overstating, well, congregating. Man, we gotta break out of this joint. No rehabilitation. What's the point? No better life at the end of incarceration, just economic, social, financial stagnation. Man, we're already over here. They don't want us back. They made it clear. Can't find no job, don't have no chance. The music is on, I'm gonna do my dance. Man, I know how it's gonna end. But at least I have some laughs with my friends. Oh, la, oh, baby. Oh, that, yeah, oh, baby. Oh, that, yeah, oh, da, da, da. Now me and Little Man, the wise man, we in the bar. Like I said, the little man always just to my left, and the wise man always just to my right. And the bartender comes to me and say, hey, why you got them guys on your shoulders? I said, so I can be in balance. Because I don't care how hard you run it, or where you think you're running to. If you're running away from balance, you're running in the wrong direction. See, we're all in a race. And when we get there first, loses. Deep in the catacombs, in a small locked room, you and death are plotting a plan for your doom that will be executed soon. And the lions are watching. The mighty bison's getting older now. His once massive shoulders and back is getting smaller now. His once razor-sharp horns have grown dull. And the lions are watching. Mr. Jones, the CEO, who used to turn the screws back in the cell block, is retired now. His most powerful arms and chest have gotten smaller now. He stumbles into the bar alone, already intoxicated, arguing with life on the cell phone. He sees the afternoon throne. 4 hours later, he stumbles out of the bar, walking sideways all the way to the car. He flips the ignition, but he won't get far. The lions are watching. Sudden impact pushes his memory back. Collarbone snaps under the seatbelt, shoulder strap. Shin bones buckling and breaking, small particles of glass cut through his eyes and his face. And the lions are watching. The mighty bison looks up from the watering hole now. He sees the herd running away now. He knows that he is surrounded now. And the lions are watching. Umatala alekabini will hush. I heard the man say he put no difficulty in religion. He put no hardship in religion. Yet you walked away. The lions are watching. You're not old, baby. Whoa. So yeah, old, baby. Loves that old blah, blah, blah. Yady. Hey, spam, it's personal on the microphone. I can't talk right now. I'm almost done. Thank you.
Shabazz on your soul. I know about those guys you're talking about too. Little man, wise man. They be on my shoulder, but I notice they don't talk through me, they talk around me. Must be something I see it. They jealous. I'm gonna bring a musician, a very good friend of mine. This guy, we just knocked dust for years. And it's good to have him come back into the mix. It's been a while, but ever since the days of pawn shop guitar, I've been loving it. And that was him and his lovely wife, Jennifer. But now, it's him and his, just goes by the name of David Bishop. Give my hand.
Kill him, Dave.
first time ever here at the Gastrophone. Put that in the wrong way, but that's all right. today. Little horse in the voice.
Horse in the voice.
That one was called Riverwalk, by the way. Sorry about that. It's just an instrumental about being stuck in a thunderstorm in the forest. This one is one of my first songs I wrote like 20-some years ago. It's called Women in Fast Cars.
He said,
Without a doubt, me and Dave have the same taste. There's something about those ladies in the fancy car. You go, Dave.
Yes, sir.
I like that stuff. Ladies in fancy cars. All right, sir. There was a rock song like that one time. What the title was? Blondes in black cars tooling down the boulevard. Wow. Rock and roll. Hoochie coo. In case, like for those folks, you know, these original music. It's what you get here. The original music, the original poetry, good food, good drink, great fellowship. So, it sounds like a party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Woogie. We're gonna bring in our next guest. These are published. We got several published authors in the building, in the poetry realm.
We got one almost.
Well, yeah, well, breaking new and doing new things. So this gentleman, and the lovely Sherry over there, you know, and this gentleman doing his thing makes things happen nicely. Let's bring in Loki.
I'm leaving it up to you.
To me. You got it? How y'all doing?
Yeah.
Alright. This one is called Frog Skins. Alright. I'm cooking frog skins, fully seasoned. No tadpoles, they lack flow. Brown cup, tea sweetened. Streets clocking, Malone Stockton. Heat of the night by the gray of the evening. In Utah, you saw a putty cat. But that's a fiend, crocheting coke and blood. Got her wet veins weaving. That reality's deceiving, like gummy rings when you teething. You believe you eating. Where I'm from, before you run off the block, get prepped. Pre-season or cooked and die in vain. That's death for no reason. No breathing, doors closed, but you're open season. Left feet and preachers who eat off funeral feedings, who speak high of you while burying your demons. Or better yet, cremate to save cream. Then your mate bench you, cause even though you left, you're still on the team. Reached the finals but lost the ring. Listerine kills decay. List the ring on eBay. Hood plays don't cast actors who only shoot off screen days. True Dragon, Brandon Lee, bullets fired, no sensei. And where I'm from, if you run relays, you a chump, no replays. They'll roast you past November. It sucks, it takes signing out for them to remember. While you lie, dressed in casket, still holding your center. Fresh for the view, but you frame fermented. Why do we place new souls on dead feet? New clothes on skin rumbling with dead meat. If the dead speak, would they postpone their speech or pause the ceremony because that pastor's speech sounding pretty phony? Quoting scriptures in ham when it's really baloney. And a few family members here knowing they owed money. How funny, no interest on dead debts. To borrow before death, now isn't that a safe bet? Safe light repairs, dark light shares. Trauma you only know if you were there. No spam, please, don't need fillers. Death by gun, how groundbreaking, don't need tillers. Thank you.
Nice.
Alright, this one here is called You Must See Darkness. Have we grown stale, stuck, cracked wide to a life of sin, meaning missing the mark? Have we let light lead us, leave us, keep us out of the dark? See, you think you supposed to have, to see to have. You think you supposed to pray to add, but that ain't how you do math. Bruised knees plus hands clasped, that equation makes God laugh. Wives subtract, cut out your better half. Doesn't divorce divide the house? Gifts the devil have? What gall, what gust of wind you dare to stand in, falsifying the being you are, the seed you are, the image made him, enriched with spirit, will, with position to win. Please, come again? Let's set the stage. Scenes in movies set the pick, scripts please the air and earns the eyes, while dark theaters plant seeds of undetected lies. I do raise my hand to testify. I've realized physical scriptures are for actors in motion pictures. To play a role while praying to robes breathes black roses, not rose gold. So cut the act. Let's end credits without having something after the end credits. Because in the end, who's supposed to be given the end credit? Don't sweat it. Don't debit your balance for the balance of view. Let darkness be the challenge, the test, the furnace you're willing to forge through. No need to front. What you see in front is a sea of font, bolded, underlined, daring, only a fool to jump. So jump. Don't tiptoe, sip slow, or stage shows, because it's only in darkness that seeds growth. That's how seeds grow. Not pray to have, pray to be, and bury ideas that come to sow so fruit grows. And listen, if you miss the mark, don't fall or quiver, Control, Alt, Delete. Switch quivers, fetch the next arrow, idea, spark, because it's never been, ever been about the light. It has always been about the dark. Thank you.
All right, sir. That was,
Very
like I
visual,
said,
bro.
one of
Very
our
visual.
newer authors. We also have, Loki, could you tell me about your book?
Oh, yeah, search yourself. So I have a.
Yep, folks, if you got that material, please don't be afraid to let us know.
Search yourself. I get to sit down one more time. So this is for people like if you're like stuck living like just in lies and labels and containers with your life and you're just trying to get back to the seed of who you are, this book is pretty much for that. Because how much is it costing you to not be who you truly are? So if you're interested in this, it's called The Surgeon of Self. You can follow me on Instagram. I post a lot of stuff about this on The Surgeon of Self on Instagram. Thank you.
All right. Now, I've brought one author into the mix. I'm gonna bring another. This gentleman is a good old time friend of mine. We've had he had open mics that he hosted, and comes by, and he's just a good poet. I believe it up to AKA.
AKA.
The old gray goose is gone. The one she's been saving. The one she's been saving. One she's been saving. The old gray goose is gone. May already be too late, you think, as you look out into the horizon, swimming where the field meets the sky. Even the geese seem to be in on it, deciding to sweat it out for summer, waddling boldly across the road. But how much time do you have? How much can you expect? Some of us seem to get it done, then are gone, while the rest of us rot in this human swelter. I hear the heart has only so many beats, starts counting down from the moment you're born, so you're dying from day one. I know, pretty depressing stuff, but that seems to be the stuff of all us artists, all the crazy ones offing themselves in the most mundane manner possible, writing all those cool songs only to stick their head in an oven like Plath, stroll on the beach only to get hit by a dune buggy like Frank O'Hara. At least Virginia Woolf had the good sense to stuff her pockets with rocks as she waded into the river, stopping the countdown like it's New Year's Eve on the old meat clock. But how many beats do you have left? If you average it out, it's about 72 per minute. 3 million gets you about a month or so. Like that song we used to sing on the way to the beach. 3 million bottles of beer on the wall, 3 million bottles of beer. Take one down, pass it around, and I run out of fingers and toes after that. Need a calculator. Mom was religious, so was root beers with us. All those silly songs we used to sing with me in her lap, listening to the steady beat of her heart. My brother Greggy leaning over the seat of our Impala as she sang, "The thousand-legged worm, have you seen that leg of mine?" Or that one I was singing about the old gray goose you had to tell Brody about. You know, I can still hear her voice in time with the mile markers and engine, everything in sync for once, counting down to the end, counting down like the cells in her chest on overdrive, forming a malignant cyst that would kill her, send Greg to tally his days in drugs and worse. And I, blissfully unaware of my ineptitude with subtraction, attrition, blaming myself for everything as we drove down to the beach where sand met sea like the horizon the geese seemed to be swimming into. Yeah, I know. Big questions for a hot summer day and nary an answer. Not even from the great metaphysicians Socrates, Sartre, Camus in it for the uphill slog. And don't bother asking the geese, they've just taken off. You can hear their honking calling to each other. This is the way, this is the way. The one she's been saving, the one she's been. Thank you.
Doing you at the end.
I love that.
He was doing you at the end.
So, thank you so much. A.K.A. Mr. Richard Ostrander. You'll find his works on Amazon. One of the books, The Epic of Hell Priest, So Saith the News, and The Metaphysician's Daughter. So check those out and everything. I'm bringing in a musical guest. This guy, he loves to be in the mix, and we love him to be in the mix. So we're going to have him come forward and share his opportunities. Mr. Jimmy Moffett.
Way to go, Jimmy.
I have to do that. I'm getting a new car. I was kind of living halfway in between the two. That way I can get the guitar and cool.
What did you
Reggie.
Yeah, you talked me into it. Hey, I got a recording of this song. I listened to it with Reggie the other day. You know Reggie Codrington?
Oh, yeah, I do, actually.
Phew. Anyway, hey, I'm gonna be at that, tomorrow night too. So I get to do 20 minutes.
Oh, well.
And I think my son will be there, so you'll sound good.
What time are you gonna start?
Huh?
What time you starting?
I don't know. He's starting at 9, so I'm somewhere
After that.
around in there. Whatever. Boy, 9 o'clock, I'll be about sleeping. Seen too much, heard too bad. Don't wanna go, but I can't look back. It's a sad day, better than nothing. It's a sad day, better than nothing to do. Feel the distance, you see in my face. Wanna smile, but I can't be raised. Dirty hands under mine, feel it, it's the best I can do. Dirty hands under mine, and I feel it, the best I can do. Ooh, it's a sad day, better than nothing to do. It's a sad day, better than nothing to do. I've been up the ladder, down the road, flying ends underneath unbearable loads. It's a sad day, better than nothing to do. Oh, it's a sad day, better than nothing to do. Picked up bullets, dodged a spear. It could be my imagination, but there's something wrong around here. It's a sad day, better than nothing to do. Oh, it's a sad day, better than nothing to do. Oh, it's a sad day. Oh, sad day. Ooh, sad day. Oh, sad day. Yes, a sad day. Better than nothing will do. Let's give it up again.
matter of fact, I tell people it's amazing. I woke up one morning and I had that song in my head. I'm like, okay. But then my day wasn't sad, it was just a song was right there, you know. I had a great day. It was just, I just woke up and said, man, Jimmy got me singing that thing. Our next start is we're gonna do a couple of feminine poets. First one will be Miss Simonette Hebert.
Manette.
Here.
Kill him twice. Kill him twice. Kill him twice. 3 times.
Thank you. Big deal energy.
Testing. Okay. All right, my name is Simonette Hibbert. I'm your growth mindset bestie, so you can follow me anywhere at your growth mindset bestie. Now, this one is called Big Deal Energy Always, and it's Fresh Ink.
Fresh ink. Drip, drip, drip. Splash. It's too long after that.
Phase or no phase, good days, bad days, I don't care what the world says. It is big deal energy always. I've been through the highs, I've crawled through the lows, but the truth about me, everybody knows. I shine, I rise, I don't just sway, it is big deal energy always. This ain't temporary. This ain't just a sometimes thing. It's in the walk, it's in my talk, it's in the power that I bring. Me stepping strong, my spirit can't fall. Trials come, but my heart still bold. Life twists and a turn like a river we are sway. But, me tell you, say, it's a big deal energy every day. When the nights get heavy and dreams feel delayed, I look in the mirror, unafraid. My purpose too loud, my destiny clear. Every setback just fuel, pushing me there. So whether the sky is cloudy or bright, I stand in my truth, I claim my fight. La mentalidad de crecimiento me lleva siempre más allá. No storm, no fear, no past can sway. I rise, I roar, I'll boldly say, it's big deal energy, always. Thank you. And what better time to introduce big deal energy always notebook to you. So this journal, as it says, big deal energy always, the only person that can stop me is me. So I have it in blue, and I also have it in pink. And for if you really like pink, everything is pink. The lines are pink, everything is pink all the way through. So that's the first one. And then now I'm going to be reading a poem from one of my books, a poetry book called A Piece of Me. So that's the name of the book. And I'm going to be doing Monday. I'm going to be doing Monday on a Tuesday. So each poem has an affirmation, and this affirmation is called Becoming. Each day I step boldly into my purpose. I'm capable, I'm growing, and I'm committed to the life I was created for. So it's entitled Monday. The day I knew I had to pivot. This is not it. This is not the life I want. I'm free-spirited. I want to travel the world, change lives, feel the sun on my skin, dance in the wind where dreams begin. No more routines that bind me tight. I'm a star, I must shine bright. With every step on foreign land, I'll write my story, bold and grand. Mountains to climb, oceans to sail. On each adventure, I'll tell my tale. From bustling streets to calm shores, I serve a God that opens doors. With open arms,
I'll greet the unknown. From every experience, my spirit has grown. To inspire, to heal, to share my light, showing others that the future is bright. In Jamaica we say, one not dead no dash away, so we get another opportunity to be excited for today. In Jamaica we say, what's not dead, don't throw it away, so I've got another opportunity to feel excited for today. So here's the path that calls my name to a life of adventure, never the same. With courage as my compass, I'll boldly roam. In every experience, I'll find my home. So today and forever, I vow to live, not just exist, but live. Thank you.
Words to my neck. Word.
Alright, so after this I just need to start telling you to find these on Amazon. But this one is another journalist said, me I go try, I may not give up, which is saying I'm gonna try and I'm not giving up. So I want to encourage you to keep going. And I have children's book, Journey to Growth Island, and the Spanish equivalent, and also a growth mindset prayer journal. Thank you for listening. I do have copies of most of these, and it's available on Amazon. Thank you.
All right. I love the way you do that. Right. That thing, that thing, that
The
thing.
school start back yet? The school start back yet?
That
What-
thing, that thing.
Huh?
Do that, you do that, you do, baby. Our next artist
Oh, okay.
is a lady I've known for over 20-some years. 30. Okay. Over 30 years, but anyway. She's a magnificent poet, good writer. I'm enjoying what she's been working with. So she's going to share that with you right now. Let's bring in Sherry Davis. No smiles.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Good?
Yes.
So I'm presenting a trinity of spirituality with the next three poems. This one is called Heaven Running Through It, the first one. The second one is Remembering Divinity. And then the third one is Blinding Beauty of Eternal Sunshine. Designed at birth, fashioned by tender hands, the expert touch of an artist, molding the beauty in your eyes. Tender, twisted, twirling vines enfold the spirit of this time and another. A simple rhythm in measured rhyme keeps the refrain in the singing rain. Molecules explode in an instance, connecting all things, a dot to dot, picture, too complicated for the eyes. Moving from plane to plane to plane, repeating the marvel. Behold a sparkle, a minuscule light blinking in a heartbeat. Savoring the promise of answers and words to make substance of space. Energy runs and zaps and zings, connecting all things in the ways of the shadows that taunt us into submission. Death is but an omission, and anguish is a lie. Remembering divinity. Woo. A winding path flowing in curls of air, earth, and water. A trinity in amber, copper, and gold. Should we make a mold so others may follow our ancient roads, swirling in lovely harmony, we can see synchrony and tranquility enrobed in an epiphany. Forge the sword, make the steel shine as it dangles our talisman, amulet of air, earth, and water, a purity beyond what we know here. To sit beneath the lush green trees of primeval forest, licking the wounds of technology, splendor in an eternal moment suspended in scientific irony. Amber eyes flash blue fire beneath the depths of obscurity. Her talisman twists beneath two breasts, eager for mysteries to speak, awakening long forgotten dreams embedded in genetics that whisper in the turn of her hand with a slight shadow that crosses her face when no one is watching. We are the dreams answered, found people, connected by gossamer strings that played the music of our ancestors and the Nephilim who came here with us in the beginning. Blinding beauty of eternal sunshine. Blinding beauty, too painful to recall, penetrates the mind and lulls the song of heartfelt splendor. Designed by a fashioning hand to decorate and pepper the crumpled paper of starry squares, glinting gold and chartreuse welcome. Rose-colored glass diffuses the storms and eliminates the triggers that tug as we whisk away the tumble of the tipsy-turvy fray, speckling the eyes of those we pass, one by one along the streets. God is a little boy alone on the train, watching the cars pass by as we stride along the windows of our collective soul. Crush the swelter and await the storms of repose and reclusive imaginings. See the new day and see this sojourn is for you only. Only you, no one else. Shut out the cacophony that distracts from the purpose. See with new eyes what can be, what is, and what will be, and steer clear of the evil they devise behind sugary words and lips smacking silent.
I'm gonna have Gamaliel set up the equipment here real quick. At the same time, I'm gonna have Breezy prepare to do his work real quick.
Oh, you said it's a different case.
Wait, are you people like safe?
Played just enough of that to graduate college, and I never touched it again.
Me neither.
All right, folks, always remember in your hotel, if you got friends and so forth, hit them up online and say, look, I'm down here at this vegan restaurant. I'm eating some good food. I'm drinking some nice brews and wine. And they got this open mic going on. It's pretty daggone cool.
It is.
You know, they take a photo and send it to them and say how cool you are. So kill two birds with one stone. And I know Jesse would love that, since he is back there. And we do like to keep Trenton busy too. You know, since he's in the kitchen, so we kill two birds with one stone. All right. I'm gonna bring in our next artist. He's gonna do his thing with style and grace. Freezer the bar.
I miss my man Deuce, so I'm gonna have to give him a honor. What's up, Gastropub?
That's copyrighted for
I did mention him, exciting, right? Alright, this one I'm gonna do is it's a new work.
New work?
Working on some essays right now. About my life as a barber. I've been a barber since 1995. And so from 14 to 44 now. And just talking about some of the most memorable conversations and some events and situations and incidents that actually happened over the course, and my perspectives from then to through now based off of my level of maturity. This one is called On the Fence, Twice. He started choking me, hands already behind my back, wrists offered without fight. I felt his arm snake around my neck, cutting off air that should have been mine. My first instinct was to raise a hand to try and carve out an air passage to protect myself, but I thought better of it. If I reached, if I struggled, they call it resistance. So I locked my arms still and tightened the muscles in my neck instead, absorbing the pain, refusing to give them the excuse they wanted. It wasn't even the rookies who did it. The two in uniform, young and almost timid, had been speaking to me like a human being. They were respectful, careful, listening. Then came the sergeant, tall, bald, with authority in his voice, but no badge on his chest. In 3 words, cuff him up. My fate shifted. He never identified himself, but I assumed he was an officer. I gave up my wrist immediately, and then his arm closed around my throat. Later, when I asked him why, he told me he was afraid because I was a big guy. What they didn't see, what nobody asked, was the truth. That morning, I was simply trying to help my daughter's mother, who I had no responsibility for, with a bill that she claimed she had. $35 I had scraped together on a slow Tuesday, money I hadn't even eaten on. She wanted more, she needed more, demanded more, and when I couldn't give it, she swung at me. Through the first punch, all I did was restrain her, holding her hands so she wouldn't swing again. That's all it took for the world to tilt, for strangers to intervene, for her to weaponize cops, for a sergeant who didn't know me to put his arm around my throat like I was a criminal. The walkie-talkie came next. The same woman officer who had treated me respectfully at first cracked it across the back of my skull. She saw I was cooperating. She saw I had already offered my hands. She knew the sergeant was wrong, and yet she struck, leaving a gash that still sits there like a scarred memory today. Then fists, elbows, boots, 9 or 10 cops piling on one man who had already submitted. And then salvation. It came by chance and by seconds. At the transit station across the street, an announcement went from the precinct, a woman being robbed, a false report. In the locker room, my boys were suiting up, about to start their shift underground, where they'd be out of sight, out of mind. If this happened minutes later, they would have been gone, and I might have been injured, arrested falsely, carrying a record, or dead. But they were still there. Dre, Lee, Travis, Austin, my boys in blue, but more importantly, my brothers in life. They burst from the transit station, ready to jump into the fight until they realized the fight was me. Dre later told me, I came in running to get some elbows in. Then I saw you, and I knew I had to stand on the other side. Travis shoved his own fellow officers back, planted himself in front of me, protecting me from the people wearing the same uniform he wore. Lee stood with him, Austin too. Dre pushed through, his voice cutting through the chaos. In that instant, it wasn't about law or protocol or the thin blue line. It was about loyalty. It was about knowing who I was, a barber, a father, a man of that community. And the community saw it too. They poured out of shops and apartments, following us down the street, cursing out the officers who tried to break me. By the time I reached the precinct, it looked like a parade. People surrounded me as if I was their mayor, marching with me, not in defeat, but in defiance. Inside, they removed the cuffs. The same sergeant who had choked me offered an apology, telling me about his own career nearly ruined by a woman's lies. I looked at him and wondered, if you know that pain, why did you give it to me? Why didn't you ask first? Why didn't you see me as you would see yourself? The answer I knew was simple. Because I wasn't him. Because I was a black man in cuffs, and in his eyes, that was enough. Dre is gone now. A heart attack took him on the basketball court he loved. Lee was one of the first in New York State to die from COVID. Travis is still here carrying the weight of those losses. Austin too. I carried them all in this memory, because without them, I might not have walked away from that day. So how do I feel about the police? I'm on the fence. literally and figuratively. My body pressed against it as they tried to drag me down. My life saved by men in uniform standing on the same side of the line as me. I can't ever forget the chokehold, the blood, the humiliation, but I can't ever forget the protection. Either the way loyalty and brotherhood rose up in the nick of time. And maybe that's the truth nobody wants to admit. That the system is rotten, the culture corrupt, but inside it, there are still men who will put their bodies on the line to shield you, even from their own. I was beaten by cops. I was saved by cops in the same encounter. And I'll never look at either side the same way again.
Woo!
And this one is also fresh ink. I don't know where
Fresh
it's
ink.
going, but
Drip, drip.
this is actually tree drips. This is called Culture or Control. And it's actually an observation from families across the world. Not really on this side, but across the world. Some of this might hit home. They call it culture, but is it culture or is it control? They say honor thy mother, thy father, thy clan, but not if that honor is built with my hands. While my back breaks under bricks, you could still carry. I've seen it, young women with fire in their bones, grinding in foreign zones, sending dollars home to a house they don't live in, for lights they don't turn on, for meals they don't eat, and still, they say it's tradition. But what kind of tradition makes a daughter skip dinner so her brother can learn trigonometry? Makes her take on night shifts and whispers just to feed a family that forgot how to feed itself. Some say it's beautiful, communal. I say sometimes it's abuse, dressed in cultural, formal. Because love without reciprocity isn't culture, it's debt. Because if you're fully able-bodied, standing strong at 55, yet waiting on your child's salary to survive, is that support or is that survival of the backs of the nets? We pass down trauma and call it respect, expecting houses before hugs, bank transfers before love. They say we must honor them, but who's honoring us? You tell your child it's your duty, your turn. But will you tell your child the same thing in return? Will you tell their child the same thing in return? And I ain't mad at giving. I'm mad at the guilt, at the unspoken contracts, the manipulation quilt, sewn together with stripped scriptures, shame, and look what I did for you, flames. It ain't about being ungrateful, it's about being exhausted. See, tradition without evolution is just repetition, and repetition without reflection breeds oppression. So tell me, is it culture or is it control? Because I believe in helping, but not in hustling for approval, not in turning my life into a bank with no withdrawal limit. So if I build, let it be legacy, not obligation. Let it be love, not taxation. Let it be mine to give, not yours to demand. And if we're being real, then let's stop confusing parenthood with pension plans. Let's heal, let's talk, let's evolve. Because the culture I pass down won't be one where love is earned through invoices and silence. It'll be one where we show up, build together, and teach our children to stand tall, not bend under the weight of those who stood before. Thank you. And this is my book, Painted with Words. I actually have some covers, and they're not in the cards, they're in the box. I have some paperbacks that are available now. So I'm officially in Barnes & Noble.
Yay!
I'm already in there, so I get to pick my date. And so I'm shooting for October, the second week of October, maybe that Friday evening or that Saturday afternoon. So if you happen to purchase a book here or anytime before the event, I would like for you guys to come and get it signed, the same book that you purchased. And we'll also have the book on the shelves, and I would like, even then, I only get like 17 cents for the copy, but I would love to have some sold there, because that's just an investment for the long game. The book is only, right now, I think it's selling in Barnes & Noble for $44.99, which is the paperback, and the hardcover is $54, but it's a deluxe copy. I'm wrapping it myself with deluxe dust jackets on the spot. I'm signing them, and I'm also providing a music link with 5 tracks that are recorded from poems in a song that some of you guys have heard. So that's going to be a good event, and I'm just trying to get the community to come out and support to make this happen for us, because this is only the beginning. This is a long game thing. So thank y'all. This is Painted with Words. I'm Freezy the Barber, and I got copies over there if you like the Bible.
How much are they? Here. 35. That's practically free.
Plus 35 tax. You know how North Carolina is. Anyway, we're gonna get ready to bring in our next artist and get a chance. Let these guys get their stuff together here.
I am so happy the number of artists, because when I first started doing the poetry and stuff around here, there was a place called the Writers Ink Guild, and they were the ones who was helping me get along the way on this. The president was a man by the name of Alfred Butler. He was an elderly black engineer who was a writer, and I asked him one day, I said, what made you decide to write poetry? And he said he walked into his room one day and looked at all the engineering stuff and the drafting boards, and he looked around and he said, I got too much stuff. I'm just tired of writing with too much stuff. He got rid of it. So they took him on the right to red. Got these guys in to the stage manager. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, you know Gamaliel or Gamaliel. Dark Ages.
There you go, you got it.
I think I have a hard time with that. And he got his lady with him.
Yeah, he knows her name.
Well,
Hey.
he knows her name. It's a woman.
Everybody knows her name.
Hope everyone's doing great tonight. Glad to be back here. Just a little quick announcement I wanted to share. I got a new website updated. It's the same link as everything, and if you check out this little QR code, I even got little cards as well that will take you there. We did kind of like a minimalistic type setup now, easier to navigate. Definitely all the future projects, announcements, where we're playing, they're gonna be there. So the best way to actually help us out, believe it or not, is totally free. Just go on there, sign up for the mailing list. It'll put your email on there, and like any updates I do or sharing where we're gonna play at, it'll be right directly sent. So speaking of which, we're actually gonna be playing this for Friday again on Hay Street, which is a great event. They've been working on some revamps, and they're bringing back a lot of cool stuff like the drum circle. Not sure if Mr. B will be there, but yeah, he's gonna be there for sure, and we're gonna have a good time. And any other musicians or whatnot, or whoever wants to come check us out and even play along, you're more than welcome to jam with us. And we'll also be playing 2 at Art Attack the subsequent week on August 27th. And I'm definitely going to be doing more of my core inspiration stuff. A lot of electronic alternative. Big fan of Depeche Mode, so you're going to hear some of that there too. And yeah, I think that's it. Yep. For this song, I'm going to say it's Fresh Ink.
Fresh ink, drip, drip, drip.
Thank you. There's a lot of that today, so I appreciate all of y'all too for sharing your fresh inks and your stuff. It's sounding great, so keep up the grind and keep up the awesome work. But this song is called Darkest Days. It's pretty much about learning to push through the darkness that we all face, and not necessarily fighting it, but coming to accept and live with it and grow. As the walls inside me start crumble and break, oh, I'm trying to fight the urge to stay numb and blind and keep myself awake so I don't miss your signs. In these darkest days when heaven views the world away, these darkest days when I'm hoping Darkest Days. Hopefully down the road record that one. Mr. Dave on cello, by the way. So we're gonna be doing now one where he takes the lead. This is an instrumental one we've been working on. Technically, yeah, I guess you could call it fresh ink-ish if you want. Kind of.
Official version instead of tentative version. It started out as a jam, and now it became an official piece. That's why I say fresh-ish ink.
We got some cool things planned with this one down the road when I start getting my whole full setup with the laptop and all of that. But future plans, we're gonna do this one now.
Secret chamber.
Secret chamber.
Yes.
Mr. Gabe on lead cello there. Like I said, I'm Gamma Major. That's the Dark Angel there, Gabe. And you know, if you want to follow us along, like I said, check us out on our website here. Actual address is www.gammamajor.com, and you know, the email link or whatnot definitely will help us out a lot. We got our thing coming up for Friday, so check us out. We've got a lot of really cool stuff in the works. Looking forward to sharing. Without further ado, take care, have a great night, safe drive home. I appreciate y'all for coming out and sharing your talent. Hand it off to my man over there, Mr. Neal.
Thank you, sir. You know, it's one thing I enjoy making music with Gamma and Dave because the energy I feel with what they're doing is not rushed. For me, a lot of times, I'm a percussionist and I play a cajon, and I hear a lot of people do songs, cover shows and things like that. But one of the things I like to listen to is feel what the musician is doing and try to find my way in there. For them, it's easy. I got a cello and a keyboard. All I gotta be is accent. That's all I have to be. Give me more toys to play with, they get more out of it. I don't have to be too much of this, too much of that. I'm accent. Like a starry night, you got everything. You got the stars, you got the moon, I'm the crickets. That's my position, the cricket. Jimmy. You might be. Jimmy. You know, so I love that stuff. I love the fact that the classical. I know another great, in case you ever get a chance, Lisette Mackey and her husband Justin are also very schooled celloists and keyboard and guitar. Their music is outstanding. It'll put you in a good position. And your lady was very kind to you.
Yeah, she behaved this evening.
Well, you gonna keep her around. Now, I've got one more item to bring to the mix. He came in kind of on the back side of things, but he came, we're gonna get him out too. So that's the name of the game here. But remember, we always do this on Tuesday nights. You can start about 6. All of it is original music and poetry, and we go with anything. As you can see, we had some cellos and guitar. We've had gospel hip hop on occasion. We've had just straight up, you know. And most of the guys and girls who do their stuff are pretty nice in the mix, so we enjoy that. So Ruben. I told Ruben said he heard about the open mic and he came and he said, is there anything particular I see to know? I said, yeah, we only do originals. And he said, okay. So I like that. It's not like, oh, gee whiz. No. Because check this out, folks. You might not know an original, but if you got an instrument, you can make one up on the fly. Nobody says that. It's your stuff. Make it happen. So, we're going to get it plugged in. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's going on, y'all? I'm Ruben Jones. I'm stationed here at Fort Bragg. I love writing music. It's my favorite thing in the world. I just moved downtown, and thanks to you back there, I heard about the open mic, so I'm really excited to be able to come. I'm just working on this song that I'm about to play for you right now, just before I came over here, so it's a little bit shaky, but yeah, it's good. And Generally speaking, the song is a inspiration from a poem my great uncle sent me when I was at Ranger School, so I was kind of gone away for a bit. He sent it to me. But for me, it's more about like no matter where you go in life, there's only one sure thing, which is you're gonna come home and get married with your family. So a little dark about it.
I clean my people's grave today. Clear the spot for my soul to lay. 6 feet down, still that's okay. Good Lord, pray my soul finds its home one day. Will I clean my people's grave today? I find home with that sweet, sweet company of my candor souls. I hold communion on my own. 'Cause here in the graveyard, when I'm all alone, I find joy. I find joy. Oh, oh, oh. 3 decades north or further, I've ranged through hills and valleys, hotel lobbies, finding my way. All these roads lead to the same damn grave. 3 decades north or further, I've ranged. Oh, 'cause here in the graveyard, I find home. That sweet, sweet company of my candor souls. But I hold communion with my own. 'Cause here in the graveyard, when I'm all alone, I find joy. Here in the graveyard, I find home. With that sweet, sweet company of my candor souls. I hold communion with my own. 'Cause here in the graveyard, when I'm all alone, I find joy.
This one's probably a little bit of a happy one. Yeah, it's another song I'm working on right now, and it's kind of more just about the idea of like putting your career like number one, and then like always leaving and trying to figure out how you're gonna work in your personal life as you're always just kind of choosing to go away. You know what I mean? That juxtaposition, I guess.
I've been wondering, are you coming back to your track tower in Old Durham? Oh my, where she said you stopped by. Not too long, but enough to say hello. I must have missed you, I was buried further south. Caught up playing cowboys in the woods. And you missed me when I went up north. Your head bent down, studying natural school. Timing is all we've got. But I guess I've gotta wait a while. The timing is all we got. Then I put back on my boots, tried to wait for you. She said she won't ready to settle down. But I threw another I said, what about a 35? Girl, can't you see it now? Practice built off the ground, singing up late night tights and lines. Somewhere in a hospital side, I'll hang my boots and up. Stumble in, baby, I don't know what to do, but my job will follow you. When the time is all we got, well then I guess I gotta wait a while. Waiting don't mean nothing when I'm waiting to ride for you. Lately I've been calling, but you're going ghost. it's okay, you don't have to feel the same. Ring on in every now and then. You tell me that you miss me and you're fine. But I got things to do, so now I begin gone. I gave my youth to a home that I love. So I'm another down a curse, save it twice. And come when you turn is 35. The timing is all we got. Guess I've got to wait a while. The timing is all we got. Then I put back on my boots and ride to wait for you. She said she won't wait, settle down. But I threw another I said, what about a 35? Good, can't you see now? Practice built up the ground when I'm staying up late night time to line. Somewhere in a hospital side, but I'll have my boots and up and stumble in, well, baby. I don't know what I'll do, but my job will follow you. And the time is all we've got. Then I guess I gotta wait a while. Waiting don't mean nothing when I'm waiting to ride for you.
Thank you guys, appreciate it.
Let's give it up again for Moon. Outstanding. Outstanding. That's the kind of stuff we're talking about. That's the kind of stuff we're talking about. We're glad you came by.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, yes. So, once again, folks, every Tuesday we're here with the original music at the Five Gastro Pub, starting about 6. Bring your music, your poetry, and you're more than welcome to share with us. I'm going to also give Monday nights. A lot of you guys come from the coffee scene too. You know, we've been doing that in 27 years. So hey, come on by then, Monday night, 6:30 to 9. Next Monday is open mic live stream. So, it's an open mic live stream. Normal live stream, just doing things. So people will see it, and everything like that. Other than that, we give props to Jesse. And we give props to Trenton. Big T, we call it. Big video fool. But anyway, but also we give props to you folks because it don't happen without you. All right, so I'll give you an applause. Mr. DJ, do your thing. Backstreet Boys.